Somebody thought they wouldn't have to commit to you because somebody thought they could just get over you. Now what's happening is you pulled the rug underneath this person's feet and you've done a 360 and you've walked out on this person, and this person feels abandoned and rejected. Now what's happening is this person is seeing this from an emotional perspective, not a practical perspective, which means this person feels so hurt beyond belief because they've had no time to put up their boundaries and their safeguard energy as a way to try and self-sabotage this situation and try and get over you. I see that what's happening with the Ten of Wands is this person is being dramatic. Their energy's hot and cold, but there's also this feeling of this person being dramatic because they're trying to get reactions and responses from you right now. They're freaking out. No one else has ever walked out on this person like this. And this person is now so uncertain and confused because they're feeling everything they put you through. And now this person needs you in this situation. I see them rebounding a lot. I see them attracting a lot of people because they can't stand to be on their own right now. They are trying so hard to push you away and they can't. This person is trying so hard to push you away and they can't, because I feel like with the Two of Cups, it's always been a relationship. It's always been a relationship. And now this person feels this energy where it's like you've led them on. You've pushed them into a relationship, but they know that you haven't, but they're feeling that energy. They're feeling what it feels like to be led on and played. And now this person feels very confined and trapped by their own inner actions. They're feeling trapped and confined by their own inner actions, which means this person is able to see true love from the real perspective now, because they're actually understanding that they tried to ruin something and they weren't able to ruin it. Therefore, this person feels this energy of helpless and hopeless. They always use relationships, put themselves on a pedestal. Now what's happening is this person needs you to put them on a pedestal because they're having a very difficult time dealing with their inner actions and their inner consequences and not taking responsibility. They can't run anymore from not taking responsibility for their actions because you've broken the trauma bond within this person. You've broken something to do with codependency with this person, but this person feels so codependent on you right now because they need you. But it's interesting because they're trying to maintain their distance, because they're trying to love themselves more in this situation, but they don't understand how to love themselves enough because they don't understand who they are. They don't understand what they've done. They don't understand emotions in a way where they're able to go through a no contact situation, seeing it from a practical perspective, because you've broken practicality for this person, because you've changed this person's perspective on what real love is. And you've awoken this person's belief that they now understand how it happens, what it feels like to be vulnerable towards a person and a situation. And now what's happening with the Page of Pentacles, I see them trying to get your attention because the Ace of Cups, they're unable to love themselves right now because they don't know how to love themselves. Because this is the first time they've seen someone and they've seen a no contact situation from an emotional perspective, not a practical perspective. It might be another reason why this person's emotions are hot and cold towards you right now, because they're having a very difficult time trying to let go of you fully, but they're still trying to, because it's their way of trying to still stay in control and trying to maintain some type of safety and security because they're not hearing from you and they're freaking out about it. Somebody is unable to self-sabotage this connection, so someone is rebounding very hard in this situation. This person is lost with the Hermit. They are lost. I'm getting the feeling where this person is trying to believe that they've actually been through pain and they've actually been through distance, like they've been through separations before, and this person's trying to justify they have the ability to move on from that situation, from this situation. But what I'm getting is they can't do that because they have actually failed to listen to what they want, or they've actually failed to listen to the connection and the dynamic with how it's always been. This person wants to give you the silent treatment. I'm getting the feeling this person wants to give you the silent treatment right now because it makes them feel like they're on a power trip. This person is actually so ego and so prideful because they are failing to see you practically right now. What I'm getting with this feeling is that this person has had a boundary up to love for such a long time that when you came in, the boundary was completely just removed. And what I'm getting is that them trying to move on from you is something this person is trying to justify in their mind they have done countless times before, but this person is actually realizing they've never really been in real relationships because this pain is something that's very new to this person, and they're trying to get over that feeling. it's like they're trying to get over the feeling of not being able to think about emotions by thinking about it practically. But what's happening is them thinking about you practically, it's actually allowing this person to think emotionally about you at the same time, because there's no boundary up to the emotional side and the emotional aspect of this relationship. They made a choice or a decision about you in the beginning. They've actually already made a choice or a decision about you, is what I'm getting. And them giving you the silent treatment actually causes this person a lot of contradiction, because they have always felt distance from you. They have always felt absent from you, because they never got closure if you saw this in the same way. But you never wanted to say to this person that you saw it being a relationship, because this person always punished you for reactions and responses. You have always played hard to get when it comes to this person, but you haven't intentionally. This person's always felt that you have been someone they can't have. And what I'm getting is that they find you attractive, and they're trying not to, because they're trying to act masculine. They're trying to act masculine because they're trying to talk a big game. They're trying to believe they don't need you in this situation, because this person feels so unseen and so unheard. It's like the only thing they have to hold on to right now is their ego and their pride, because they've exhausted their efforts trying to see you practically, and they've exhausted their efforts trying to see you emotionally, because this person is realizing they've been in denial about the fact that they have seen you emotionally, okay? They are trying not to think about you, because the way that you make this person feel, it takes over this person's ability to be able to control a situation. They're trying to control this situation. So they're trying not to look at you. They're trying not to find you attractive, but the vibe that you're giving off is this energy where you don't give a crap. And the vibe that you are giving off is this vibe that you are attractive in your own element. And it's like this person, it infuriates this person, because you showing this person you don't need them is making them feel unseen and unheard, because they never actually got justification from you with how you actually felt about this person. And they can't move on from it, because this person has always felt abandoned and rejected by you, because they've always felt silence. They've always felt distance. They've always felt absence. Now, what I'm getting with the Knight of Swords, they're being mixed with their intentions. They're being mixed with their emotions. They're trying to put a little bit of energy with being like cool and calm and collected in it, but that's only because they can't move on. They can't move on, and they don't want to give you the impression they find you attractive, because they don't want to feel like you're leading them on. They don't want to feel like you're playing hard to get, because this person's having a very difficult time being able to move on from you, and they don't want you to know that. This person does not want you to know this at this time, but they're going through pain. They're going through a lot of pain, and it's only a result of this person actually contradicting themselves, because they're the ones that have silenced you. They're the ones that have caused absence. They are the ones that have caused distance in this separation, because this person thought they needed to get something else out of you. But what I'm getting is now they have full attention to actually focus on the fact that they didn't make a choice about you. They just chose to see you practically. But because they chose to see you practically, it never actually stopped the emotions from being there in the first place. And now they have to focus on the emotions from the full perspective, because they can't use your reactions or your responses. They can't use you. They can't use communication. The only way this person, or the only way this person can see this perspective and this connection, is to fully be able to actually see it. This person misses you all the time. It's like they miss you all the time, but they try to put themselves in emotional situations to cause themselves drama and confliction, because the drama and the confliction they feel about not being over you is something this person just can't bury. Because I'm getting the feeling where it's like you've changed this person's perspective on how they view themselves, how they view those negative tendencies. This person always thought their reactions and responses to breakups were normal until you walked in. Because I'm getting this feeling this person didn't know, and they don't know that, they don't know what vulnerability meant until you actually came in. Because vulnerability to this person is about allowing the other person to also speak and give their opinions. And this person tries so hard to actually give the other person silent treatment, because they're scared to love, and they're actually scared to be vulnerable. And there's something about you being up in this person's head, because they're trying so hard to tell themselves at the moment they emotionally are not ready to love you, because it's the only excuse this person can come up with to justify the fact that you're not talking to them, okay? There is a feeling where they're trying to detach their energy. This is the Six of Pentacles. They're trying to detach their energy. They're trying to give you the impression they're cool, they're calm and collected, because this person is not used to not getting what it is that they want. Because this person enjoys feeling masculine when they're getting what they want. When they enjoy feeling superior, when they enjoy feeling masculine, this person doesn't have a low self-esteem of themselves or an insecurity. So this person can kind of use that to move on from situations and people. And this person gives you the impression constantly they are fine with being on their own. But that's only because this person doesn't actually experience love in the way that it's intended to come into their life. And what happens with you is this person is, and this person did. They experienced love for the first time ever. And now this person is realizing they became vulnerable because they can't actually switch off and be in denial, because this person can't use those tendencies they used before to move on, that they thought were normal, but they weren't actually normal. They were kind of narcissistic qualities, but this person didn't believe they were unhealed, because this person has always been cool, calm, collected, masculine. But the thing is that deep down, this person has always felt an urge or a voice, something that was telling this person that they were making mistakes or they were making bad choices, and this person just chose to ignore it. What I'm getting is that stopped with you. And the only reason why this person is having such a difficult time moving on from you, but also letting go, is because you have actually changed the version of this person they didn't think they wanted. They didn't think they needed, but deep down this person is actually starting to enjoy who they are, even though they are trying to run. I'm getting this feeling, even though this person is trying to run, there is so much unexpected energy that's happening in this person's life, and it's like this person is enjoying flipping the other switch and moving to the other side, okay? They're pretending they don't want to talk to you, but I'm getting this feeling this person is just on a power trip, because they're feeling like they want to be masculine, but it's like they're forcing themselves to be masculine because they've lost masculinity in this silence, in this distance, in this absence. So what I'm getting with the Page of Cups, the Eight of Cups being the reversal, they are not ready to move forward. They are not ready to love. They are not ready to be with anybody else or in any other emotional situation, because this person still regrets not giving you commitment. They still regret walking away. They still regret creating space here. And there are a lot of reasons why this person can't even imagine or believe that they have done it, because they're not actually trying to move on from you. They are trying to distract themselves from not being able to move on from you.